Hey everybody, it's Pack to Nowhere again. I'm continuing my playthrough of Mouse for Hire PI. I know my previous video, it was like over 4 hours, and I'm sure some of you think that that was a bit much for a video. Even though this is an indie game, it's taking longer than I thought. But for all I know, it could still be quite long. So I decided to break it down into two parts because making it all into one video would take days, and nobody wants to watch a 7-hour video. I mean, the fact that my first video was like 4.5 hours, nobody's got the time for that. I even thought about deleting it and re-uploading it again, but what's the point? That's right, last time I was talking to you.
So what exactly did you do at Tensel's to get your glamorous behind kicked to the curb?
Kicked? Please. I left on my own terms. Nose high, tail swaying, not a single boot print on my rear.
Well, either way, there must have been a reason.
Oh, I don't know. Ridiculous overtime? Zero artistic integrity? The occasional wandering hand? Oh, a paycheck so thin I could roll a cheese stick with it? Pick your poison.
Any one of those commonalities in anyone's life will do.
Surely those ain't the only reasons, right? Sounds like you got a soft spot for the place.
You are persistent, aren't you, Mr. Pepper? Fine. Tinsel's wasn't just a job. It was an experience, a lifestyle. You didn't just make movies. You took life by the handful, gave it a good shake, and spilled every last drop onto the screen. It was about skirting the edge of what's safe, what's appropriate, about grabbing what you wanted and never blinking. And me, I never blinked.
So, you partied too hard and got yourself in trouble.
I partied just enough. Though, in hindsight, my just enough might have been a little much for the wussies. But without those parties, I'd never have met half the dazzling souls I did. I'd never have met Betty.
Who might still be breathing if not for all that skirting the edge.
You implying something, Mr. Pepper?
It's his job, after all.
Me? Imply? Never. I just connect the dots.
Well then, connect 'em elsewhere. You're sniffing around the wrong mouse hole.
Hey, I wonder if I should give Tammy...
That place was cleaning up nice. Clear as day, Curd hadn't lifted a finger. And clear eyes should keep my mouth shut before someone guessed who lit the match.
Oh, jeez. And I'm out of cheese. I mean, why'd this place turn into a death trap all of a sudden? I know it burns to the ground, but seriously. I thought this was a first-person shooter, not a platformer. Oh.
No press today. I'm busy.
Miles Curd, Big Mouse Party spokesperson. A pleasure.
That's Mr. Curd. Let's act like we weren't raised by shrews. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in the middle of...
Oh, watching other people do the actual work? Yeah, I can tell. Mr. Curd, I'm investigating the unfortunate demise of one Betty Lynch. I have reason to believe your boss, mayoral candidate Milford Sawyer, knew her. Might even be useful in figuring out how she ended up dead.
And who the hell are you? I don't remember seeing you around the MPD headquarters. And I know all our good investigators.
Uh-huh. Our.
What was that?
Just a cough. Name's Jack Pepper, PI for hire. Not here on official business, just doing a favor for someone looking for closure. Thing is, this whole case has a, how do I put it? A spoiled way kind of stink. You might want to help me out before that smell starts sticking to you, too.
Pepper. All right, fine. We're too close to the election for some half-baked accusations to start fouling up the campaign. Shoot your shot.
Already did. So was Sawyer close to Betty in any way?
No chance. Maybe they clinked glasses at some movie fundraisers, but that's it. I'm the one riding shotgun in Sawyer's inner circle. If there was more, I'd know.
Could he have kept it quiet? You know, to avoid the kind of scandal that might make a mouthpiece cry at night.
Watch your tongue, Pepper. When you're a public figure like Milford, small-time celebs show up whether you want them or not, hoping to ride your coattails. Doesn't mean there's more to it than that.
Oh, see, that's funny because I got pictures. Betty rubbing elbows with BMP officials. Real cozy, real not accidental.
Yeah, because she was always circling our parties like some fame-hungry hawk. Same as every starlet and wannabe socialite looking for a headline. But trust me, no one in the party worth their salt would mix business with that.
I mean, generally, yeah. The overly social types, everyone tends to be weary of. Because you never know what they're really like.
Sounds like you had a personal gripe with Betty, Mr. Curd. Is there something I should...
Listen, Pepper Shaker, I don't like where this is going, so I'm giving you one last polite suggestion. Piss off. Grilling's over.
But it's still kind of smoky in here.
Get the hell out of my yard!
Well, that went about as smooth as a brick through a windshield. Lucky I still had my teeth. And plenty left to chew on.
God, I just love the terms that people would say during that time. As we see in stories like this, I just love them. Pepper shaker, or that went as smooth as a brick through a windshield. They're just so smooth. And so witty. Wittier than what we say today.
Feels like a dead end leading to a burning dumpster. Maybe Vivian can make sense of the mess.
So, progress on the case, Monsieur Pepe?
Yeah, and it reeks worse than the brie I left sitting in the fridge.
I don't see a fridge.
Exactly. But I did cross paths with Mr. Kurd.
And?
And he clammed up quicker than a marina shellfish in a cheese storm. Still, I found out that while Betty got close to Sawyer, she, well, how do I put it? She befriended Kurd as well, but...
Yes. Quick, out with it.
See, here's where it gets kooky. Like real kooky. Kurd spoke of her like she was nothing more than a bottom-of-the-barrel wench, and then out of the blue cheese he threatens to slap me with a lawsuit like I'm some snooty millionaire.
That is vital information indeed.
Could be. At least I know where to go to next. You see, Kurd's got dirt close to home. Literally. So that's where I'm heading.
So, you're leaving town, Mr. Pepper?
Just for a little while.
Good. Go do your thing. I'll poke around here and there. I have a few friends in, let's say, mid to high places. You take care, Mr. Pepper.
Oh, I will.
Let's see, do I have any more clues?
Interesting. Finally, a countryside case.
So we're going off to the countryside.
Crooked trees, crooked roads, and crooked stairs. Welcome to Kurdsville.
Now this just turned into Psycho all of a sudden. This... Hold on. Based on that image that I just saw of that house, it looked just... Wait, that's my car. Okay, that image of that house looked just like Psycho. You know that old... I think late 50s, early 60s movie Psycho that was in black and white? Made by, what's that guy's name? Alfred Hitchcock? You know, the guy who's always like this? That's his, like, symbolic appearance, gesture, whatever.
All sleepy and hollow, just the way I pictured it.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't Alfred Hitchcock thing, but his stories have always been very, tended to be ambiguous, but in a way they're kind of not.
Turn around and leave, Shell. This ain't no place for a city mouse. Bad spirits, yeah, here? Oceans, unknown forces.
I'm looking for the family home of Miles Kurd. That the big one overlooking the village?
And why's that, huh? You don't look like one of them cheese-snorting shysters. What you want with the likes of Kurds?
I'm on a case, helplessly trying to straighten out the world's twisted string cheese.
So where am I right now? In Louisiana?
Oh, mon pauvre bête. Then you best hold on to this little thing.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely in Louisiana. The fact that she's speaking French, for those who don't know, when the French made their way here into the American continents, they started settling in Louisiana and started slowly taking over from there, which is why even today they're trying to keep the French language alive in the state of Louisiana. In fact, when you think about the name of the state itself, Louisiana, I mean, I can't pronounce my French, but Louisiana sounds like a French name.
And don't sell yourself short, lady. You got some muscle for a...
Ain't what I meant, she said. Take this Gree. Keeps misère at bay, Shell. Might save that heart of yours.
Thanks.
On va se revoir plus tard, Shell. One way or another.
Mickey Mouse ain't got nothing on me.
Well, you look at that. Remember to use both barrels.
A double-barrel shotgun. Now that's my type of shotgun. Or what's it actually called in this game? The Kiss Kiss. Kiss Kiss? Boom Boom. Oh, it sets them on fire. You're in the wrong video game. Duck Hunt Dog.
I'm sure there's a nice, rational explanation for this. Somewhere.
I don't think so, pal. I do not share that same opinion. Oh, down here. No. Okay. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. This is acidic?
Great. A bunch of zealots, loaded with guns, bags, and just the right amount of crazy. Evening, sir. The name's...
Don't care. No visitors.
But see, I'm a PI, and...
That is one big, bulky servant.
Gumshoes stain carpets. No gumshoes. Scram.
How about a little tune on the world's tiniest violin?
More stubborn than my ex-wives. Get lost, or else.
That mansion's calling my name, but first I need to get rid of that grumpy obstacle. How?
Care for a little fortune-telling, Shell?
I'll pass on the crystal balls, but I'm all ears for ideas on bypassing old jerks.
Oh, that's easy, baby. What scares a deadbeat husband more than a hungry gator?
A job? A free paycheck? Healthcare? Or benefits?
I don't know.
Hey, that's pretty much what I said.
Close. Ex-wives. The more the meaner.
I'm not sure I follow.
That old caretaker? He got a history of saying forever and meaning for now. Find 3 wedding rings from his ex's shell. Man sees him, he'll shave like a soggy crawfish shack. And just keep that gree-gree close, no?
Oh, Coot! Lollygagger!
3 rings. Sure. What could possibly go wrong?
Got a compass.
Ah, The church.
No
That rings
entry
a
yet.
bell.
No entry yet. Oh, in here? I didn't see. Oh, this is basically this game's version of the super shotgun.
Where's that no-good womanizer? That sorry excuse for a husband. I'll show him irreconcilable differences.
You know, losing that wedding ring might help you let go.
Oh, say, how about a revenge dinner first? Help me cut that bum down to size, and who knows, maybe something more?
God forbid. I get cranky when I'm stuffed.
Sure, fine. I'll show him what's what. On my own.
I mean, I'm sure any man, whether it was him or her, I don't know what to tell you. Any person would not want to see the ghost of their ex, regardless of whose fault it was. I don't know. Let's not think about that. Okay.
No power, no key. Classic. Maybe a little too classic.
Well, just break the glass, dude.
Whiz bang, clickety clack. I deduce the power's back.
Yep. And windmills aren't even meant for power, you know that, right? Windmills are originally meant for grinding seeds in order to make bread. They grind the wheat, they grind the seeds, so that after they're grind, from that point on, they use whatever the material that was processed in order to make bread. They were made in Europe a long time ago for that specific purpose. When they were started to be used for power, I don't really know.
Boy, the hoops I jumped through just to get a damn key.
Hey, it's commonality in video games, buddy. Wait. Yet.
Boing, buzz, honk a pound. There goes cheese from underground. I'm a poet. And didn't even know I was rhyming those words.
Yeah, well, not all poems have to rhyme. And still, my personal favorite poem will always be The Raven from Edgar Allan Poe. Quoth the Raven, never... I was about to make a great quote, but you...
Thrown down the well. Just like that. No sorry, hun? No nothing.
Sounds like your husband is a real downer. Why not let go of that ring and give him an earful, huh?
You know what? I might just do that.
This place sure could use a wraith waster's treatment.
Oh, well, that was easy. Last one conveniently right there. Let me brace myself. Wait. Is this ring the last ring? So does that mean he buried his wife here in an actual cemetery, but the other two he killed? Oh.
Thief! Oathbreaker! There's no takesies backsies in marriage, husband!
I'm not him.
Or it could have been a... No, whatever.
Nope, might have to light her up another way.
Now we see why the Ghostbusters would use their own weaponized light. Usually bullets solve all my problems. Then you certainly have a lot of problems. While I engage with them. Yeah, you don't have to be a smartass, dude. I know what I'm doing.
have to light her up another way.
She's just like bombarding with me with stuff now. I can barely focus on breaking her barrier. Phew. Wow. That was an unexpected yet rather intense boss fight. Well, it wasn't that intense, but it did keep me on edge. Oh, you're still here. Kinda don't want to talk to you after everything you just put me through. Just give me your ring, please.
Wait. You really ain't him, huh? Oh, that filthy codger. Sending someone else to do his dirty work? I'll tan his hide myself.
Well, I'd rather not miss that. I live again.
I wasn't. I love you all. No, of course, Felicia, you're my favorite. No, but...
At least it worked.
Uncle Take Carer? You there? What's all that ruckus down in the hall?
Ruckus? Probably nothing, but I'll take a look, just to be safe.
Alrighty-o. Come on in.
Who's that, the help? Some long-lost kin?
Or, you know, an ambush.
How's a cultist sniffing around here for?
Also, did that kid just say Uncle Ruckus? Like Uncle Ruckus from that TV show, The Boondocks? I actually like that show. A big one here, Millie. The half-shrew girl, living alone in Kurd's mansion, is in truth his illegitimate daughter, so adopted daughter. An old flaky photo shows Miles Kurd with a little girl beside him. Both look wildly uncomfortable. Somehow that discomfort makes Kurd seem just a bit less tense than you remember.
Huh. Most peculiar.
Something for a sharp-nosed detective like me. The sewers. 1878?
Sense a strong lead with this one.
Ooh. They're getting more challenging now. Oh good, they're giving me more schematics to upgrade my guns. Cultists' surveillance. A dossier on the strange cult that emerged in Mouseburg. Seems that the Big Mouse Party is surveilling these crazies. Files, papers, and pictures all stuffed into one sleek folder contains dossier on multiple cult members and outlines BMP's thinly veiled plan to poke around some secret show.
Uh-huh. So the BMP's officials are keeping an eye on the cult members. What's their angle? What are they looking for?
Who the heck are you? Beat it, or I'm calling my dad right now.
Dad? Of course. Picking up phones in weird places wasn't really my game, but this one was asking for it. Hello?
Betty Lynch has scratched off the picture,
What?
and the cheese curds have crumbled.
This is the operator. There's been a murder at the secret show. Miles Curd is dead. I repeat, Miles Curd is dead.
I like how all the places you go to are covered in barrier tape, basically saying you don't need to go there again. But this isn't like an open world game anyway, so...
Millie was in good hands here. Me, though, I had more questions and not a single answer in sight.
Is she in good hands, though? As someone who's been... Well, I've been taught about the city by my dad. My dad grew up in the edges of Harlem, and he taught me all about that kind of stuff. Even though I grew up in a safe neighborhood, even though it's changing, but it's still fine. He would always tell me to lock the door all the time. No matter, even though the house I live in now is like super safe. It's got problems, but right now we live in the safest house we've ever been on. Like, the street we live on is so quiet. It couldn't be any more safe. He still tells us to lock the doors. And if any of you can relate to or understand what I'm saying, then you should, well, know what I'm saying. But then again, this is the early 1900s vibe, so possibly Prohibition period, so...
Hey, Jack. How's the case shaping up? You know, the shrews and all that.
Hey, kiddo, I'm heading down the Walla Bay to find out.
The bay, huh? What's dragging you down this salty armpit now?
Well, I just follow the crumbs, you know? They're pointing me straight to the water. Supposedly that's where the shrews are being moved. I just have to pin down the exact spot.
Well, hey, I might be able to help you out with that.
Ah, figured you might. So, who's my guy?
Name's Cameron. Cameron Bozo. Rakes like a jug away, yes, but might have heard something useful. You'll find...
Cam Bozo? Classy.
Oh, and be sure to have a bunch of cheddar handy.
Cheddar? What's wrong with Gouda?
No Gouda if you broke, Jack.
I don't care for that gun much anyway. It's just a thing with me. For some reason, I don't like guns that are all about deterioration. I don't know why that is. I'm a guy, when it comes to playing games, I'm all about efficiency and effectiveness. When it comes to weapons that are all about degradation, like this acid gun, I don't know why, but they're just not my thing. Even though, yeah, they're effective, they don't really slow people down. Or slow, you know, NPCs down. Which is why I'm all about explosives or just your standard shotguns, machine guns, whatever, and I'm all about upgrading them. That may not make much sense to you, but you're free to tell me what you feel in comments below. So I might as well upgrade this. So next time I will... Well, I still got a ton more weapons. I love that. How we just see the upgrades, you know, appear in cartoony fashion. In good old cartoony fashion. I'm just gonna buy all these and maybe I'll read them. Comic relief. Damn, another shrew hit the floor. Shrew could just be a kid. Nah, ain't no kid. Checks out like this. Besides that stash gives him up, huh? But everybody is still a somebody. I don't usually stick my nose in these things, but John kept pushing. Said it wasn't no accident. Wasn't no accident. The way they and sure as hell not a suicide. Turns out he knew the guy back in the old days. I knew his family since Shrew Thicket days. Killed himself? Bah.
Vivian's nowhere in sight.
She in my photograph office? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who done it? Who done it? What secret show? Who did it? Why nothing but question marks here? Right, the cultist dossier. A dossier on the strange cult that emerged in Mouseburg. Seems the Big Mouse Party is surveilling these crazies. Files, papers, and pictures all stuffed into one sleek folder. Contains dossiers on multiple cult members and outlines. BMP's thinly veiled plan to poke around some secret show. You got nothing to say? Well, she's...
Nothing like a breeze of rotting fish, oil rigs, and stale Gouda. Corny would be begging for a gas mask.
It's Pluto, everybody. Can they do that? Whatever, I don't care, really.
A fisherman's pub this empty at noon. Smells fishy. Feels crooked, too.
Dead men... Oh, dead mice. Tell no tales.
It's Pepper! Get him, boys!
Well, disappointing, but not unexpected. Where's Bozo? What did you do to him?
Why's a walking corpse asking questions?
Oh, I ain't dead yet, bub.
Let me go back and see that wall. Or not. This is obviously a very linear game. I know I have a tendency to go and check everything out. That's awesome! Now I can see why everyone demands their coffee in the morning.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the rat-a-tat-tat. Now you better drop this silliness and tell me.
Are you deaf? You drop when I say drop. Yeah, to hell with you, Pepper. I ain't telling you nothing.
Uh-huh. In the name of the law, time to break stuff.
You moron, where'd your balls go, Pepper?
Where is he?
Where's your balls? This place won't hold forever. Move it, you cheesehead.
In the name of the law, pass the Greek stuff.
Oh, you know what? I just realized. This gun looks like the rocket launcher gun in, Nope. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, I realized that this gun, yeah, this gun is like that rocket launcher gun in BioShock Infinite.
Where'd your balls go?
They're right here.
Where'd your balls go, Pepper? Where'd your balls go, Pepper?
I don't have any more ammo for this gun. Where are my balls? Here. I need more ammo. What does the ammo look like for this gun? Oh, this.
Sometimes you knock.
You just...
Sometimes you knock
Oh,
it
that was
down.
better than what I was gonna say. I was gonna say you break it down, but you knock it down. That's better.
No! Stop! Have mercy! I'll talk!
Then talk. Where's Bozo? He's still in one piece.
He's alive, all right. We just roughed him up a little. I got him locked up near the shipyard gate up north. Now, for the love of... let me go!
You're spared. And, bleeding profusely. Storms are coming, and I'm betting Bozo's got the weather report. Now, which way to the shipyard?
Bleeding profusely. I need to improve my vocabulary. you stop doing that? Every time I hit the triangle button, it switches to my fists, and I don't want it to do that. Spiked is mice. Oh, I didn't see that. Well, let me see here. I'm trying to see if I can... No. Oh, that's why it switches. What's dual zone? Dynamic, linear? Uh... Oh, I can edit. Loose cannon. As the... F the mouse state. Huh. I guess that's their way of saying F the popo or F the police. Anybody remember that? Yeah, well, today it's gotten a lot bigger. Wait, wasn't I just here? Did I go in a circle? Oh. As I said before, this gun looks pretty much like the one in BioShock Infinite. I'll look up how this gun relates to any one that was in real life.
I swear, officer, ow! I've been law-abiding since breakfast.
Stop right now!
Oh, my hero.
Wait, what did he say? I've been law-abiding since breakfast? That's not very long, buddy.
Oh, my precious savior. More noble than a whole truckload of blood of...
Tammy's the one you should be thanking. Just tell me what I need to know.
Yeah, of course, boss. But, what exactly do you want to know?
Everything.
Well, see, I was born right here in Mouseburg, almost 30 years ago. Mama worked the docks, Papa...
Everything about the missing shrews.
Oh, right, yeah. So, there's a meeting going down, see? They're resealing the livestock deal or whatever. Wallop Bay's just a pit stop.
Who's they?
Cops. The crooked ones. Meeting with some science-y types. Weird accents. Real heavy on the Z's. Especially their leader, the professor.
German, I presume? Probably Western European? Central European, but most likely German or Austrian.
This some new racket or business as usual?
Oh, business as usual. Used to bounce around shantytown, keep it quiet. Now, feels like they don't even bother hiding it.
Bounce around where exactly?
Bob's workshop, Letitia's pharmacy, maybe. Both good folks, just scared stiff. Oh, and they've been using that old underground shelter uptown. I used to squat there till they kicked me in the teeth. See, right here.
Yeah, tragic. So when's the next deal?
Dunno. Today, tomorrow. They don't exactly work on a schedule.
And me without even a sandwich for the stakeout. Guess I'll start sweeping those spots.
Oh, speaking of which, see, boss, I happen to have a key. A very special key. A pharmacy key. Let's just say I'm holding on to it for Letitia. Temporarily. And since the pharmacy's on your list, $50, boss, and it's yours.
You got the morals of a stinky floater, you know that? Fine, hand it over.
Pleasure doing business with you, boss. You're the greatest.
Mm-hmm. Try not to get yourself roughed up again. And for the love of cheddar, spend that money on clean underpants, will you?
Before I go in there, I'm going to hail pick this. Oh, I thought that was gonna lock. There's a time limit. Oh my god, I hadn't noticed that.
Dead end. Or...
Whoa. No. Why that? Hold on a second. I need to... While I was gone, I changed the controls. Or not. So what was the point of being down there? Okay. You know what? Forget it. Trade renewal agreement. Short-term gains, long-term rot. That's the game the captain and his fondue-loving pal, Double X, are playing. Makes a man wonder what they see in the mirror.
Renewing the delivery agreement for an additional 14 days. Signed, that Captain XX scribbled was cited in something that reeks of illegal fondue.
Oh, that's not fair. You basically set me up to be trapped in that one. Oh. Whoa, I don't know why I had so much trouble with that. Also, I don't know why the light bulb, every time I pulled it out, every time I pulled the light bulb out, it kept turning off, or he kept putting it away. Prescription. They hand off seasickness meds to some old world types like it's no big deal. Yeah, well...
Some old world names, and a whole sack of prescriptions for seasickness meds. But why?
Wait, was I supposed to go this way? But there's no way out of here. How am I supposed to get out of here? Unless... Oh, look at a little snail. Oh, this way. Over 100 shrews moved per shipment. Where did they go? What happened to them? 64, 35, 79, 67, 105, and 25.
Sweet infinite feta. 100 shrews per shipment. That makes... I don't even want to do that. What's that noise? It's coming from a pier. Must be that secret meeting. No fondue way. Captain is Captain Goddamn Sims. The cop of the year himself.
It really shouldn't be a surprise.
But the other guy must be the professor. Ugh. He's got that particular brand of the quite big affair egghead I'd rather forget. And here come their lackeys, walking in on me like, oh, hell.
Jeez, you guys are overwhelming me already. Okay.
This case was like a bad haircut. Messy, uneven, and way over my head. I had to go back, think it through. Maybe even across.
Okay, so which way's back? If I recall... Oh.
Plenty of pieces on the floor. Time to start pinning them in place. I better bring Corny up to speed before I wade into the muck.
The handoff seasickness. Oh, yeah. Let me just speed through all these clues.
tangled as hell.
Yep, that's what makes this dangerous. Yeah, I went through all my clues.
The quite big affair was all a hoax. No war, no nothing.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? I was there, bozo. Got the purple spade and scars to prove it.
I'll double check my sources. Maybe triple check.
You ever wonder?
I don't wonder. I do.
Yeah. But do you ever stop and think about your, stellar career?
Jack, I live it. What is your point?
Well, see, you wrote that big expose back in the day, right? Toppled one of the mob families.
Yes, Jack. I was there.
Right. So now the family's gone. Out of the picture, but suddenly we got these hitmen popping up out of thin air, just poof, and somebody drops. They're silent, efficient, and deadly.
So? What of it?
Well, makes me wonder. What if the other families saw an opportunity, figured, why get our hands dirty? So, they erect a, firm. A company to offload their dirtiest work, like a, Real Murder LLC. You get me? What I mean is, you did something good, but maybe the mob, they made something better. For them, worse for us.
I sincerely hope it's those 5-cent novels speaking. They're clearly frying your brain.
Maybe. But what a way to go.
It's always the mob, isn't it?
Jack, listen up. If you're planning a trip to the countryside and happen to end up in the wetlands, there might be a little something you can do for me. No stink this time. I swear on Shrew Thicket.
Oh?
Yeah, see, back in the day, I used to run a small processed cheese side gig. We did stuff. All sorts of stuff. For all sorts of reasons. Way out in the swamps. Anyway, I came up with a really great recipe. Real special one. Problem is, I forgot it. You'd be helping me a ton if you could find it. It's called Perfect Bog Fondue.
Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Or make it water, for that matter.
Appearances can be deceiving, Jack. Track it down, and I'll be in your debt.
Yeah, just add it onto the pile.
Jack! Avast me, hearty. How was the...
And very deadly.
Stinky.
Yes. Well, the place could use, as the forefathers would say, a touch of gentrification. But did you find anything useful?
I did. The cops are neck deep in the shrew racket, dunked like a breadstick in a bowl of melted mozzarella.
Ah, that spells trouble. Either for us or the shrews. What else did you come across?
Well, it looks like there was some kind of a deal between the cheeseleggers and the ringleader of the crooked cops. Goes by Sims.
Captain Sims?
One and the same.
Terrible news indeed. We need to tread carefully from here on out.
That ain't all. There was this scientist of sorts there. The way he carried himself rubbed me all wrong, and not in the good way. This ain't your run-of-the-mill trafficking ring, Cornelius. I can feel it in my gut. Either that, it's something that I had for lunch. Either way, something much darker is going on.
You have to dig deeper, Jack. Little lives depend on it.
You don't need to remind me. With the cheeseleggers in play, the cops likely headed for the wetlands. That's where I'm going.
Good. Get some solid evidence, and we'll get to the bottom of this in no time. Hard evidence, Jack. Harder than the diamond-laced grana padano.
Yeah, I left for a bit to eat something because I was getting hungry. Because most gaming content creators always eat while they're in the middle of a stream or playthrough or whatever. And I am most certainly one of those people. Let's see. Hold on, I just want to look at this real quick. There's that place, there's that place. Which means I still... And now I'm about to head to this place. You know, this tells me that this is... Despite being an indie game, this game is longer than I expected. I like the little mouse in the corner doing the, papers. Usefulness.
Usefulness? Yep. So we plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom like sky high, then we're out of here.
We're out of here, bub. One of the Mouseburg's Herald newspapers. This one seems to hold some story, but it's soggy, soaked in mud, and smeared with some green substance. A red-painted moss man lives, is splashed across the front page. The remaining pages are just unintelligible gibberish or gobbledygook. The newspaper's dated August 20th, 25. So 1925. So this is the 1920s. So this is still during the Prohibition period, I presume. It has to be.
God damn it.
Oh man, you really
Yeah, well,
went
that's
hard.
what you gotta do. Excuse me for a second. My ear's bothering me.
What's this raid about, huh? What are you coppers up to?
I don't know, man. I'm just following orders.
Really? I'm sure you can do better than that.
The boss said, plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom, like sky high. He said we gotta clear out the swamps, rid him of those cheese-legging scum. They're no good no more. Outlive their use.
All right, enough. I get the picture. Now I gotta find the cheese-legger's boss before the crooked cops get him. That's the same bird I saw at Waller Bay.
Boys. Boys! Why is there a dot in between the B and the O? Boys, on the defense cops be here. On to defense cops be here. Go to Chief Mansion, you know where.
A clue, a lead, and a good laugh. What more could a mouse detective want?
You guys are in the wrong video game, by the way. This isn't Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was all like 40 years ago at this point.
Well, hey there, old-timer. What's keeping you busy?
Cooking cheese curds for my boys, and that cheese be tasting fine. Gonna kick them hard and pee, and together we will dine.
I like this guy.
Huh. Say, good fella, does the name Perfect Bog Fondue ring any bells?
Well, I ain't heard that name since I was just a boy. And I can bring you up the game so you can spread the joy. Wait. Whew, but if you want them secrets, you gotta help old me and fetch me my
Recipe.
Ah, man. And fetch me my list of things. Marty, who be asking for this?
Heard of John Brown? He's looking for a recipe.
Ooh, Lord. So my boy, Matt John, be keeping this. Ooh, it's hardly a surprise. He was nuts, a laying a mess, and cheese guggling was his vice.
You handle the stories, I'll handle the thingies.
You know, you and Banjo-Kazooie would really hit it off.
that old hilltop haunt. Spookier than a tomb, and half as inviting. Just need to find a way to sneak inside.
Ooh. There's... Oh. I never think to look right in front of me. Not at first, anyway. Huh? Down there. No, it's a good thing I remembered that.
Here goes nothing!
Oh, I was supposed to do that. I didn't realize. I thought I was supposed to land in that, on that ledge, but I was lucky. I didn't realize I was supposed to even go down here. Wait, what does that say? Requires skill? What skill? Well, I guess I'll find out soon enough. Pretty sure I'll probably end up deflating myself or just, you know, going through tight spaces like we see in cartoons all the time. Oh, warp pipe. Warp pipe? You know, I just thought of Mario for a second since we all know Mario's warp pipe, but now that I think about it, the whole going through a pipe thing did originally start in back in the day cartoons. Why do you keep doing that? He keeps putting it away. Oh. See, I open it and he puts it away on his own. I don't really need it anyway.
was back, and trouble tagged along.
No silence. Holy
That mansion, now full of memories long gone, cluttered with trinkets from another time. The cultists I killed rot in the cellar, their ink swallowed by the hungry soil. The girl, what was her name? In memory of her, drifts through me like smoke. The books of forgotten lore I consumed again and again yield no answer. I live here now alone, but the mirrors, the paintings, they still sing, weaving melodies born of the black gulfs between stars. I try to listen, but this discord inside me never stops. The song lingers with just a whisper away, just beyond the reach of my mind, laughing like a child, taunting from thousands miles across, and when the laughter fades, even silence abandons me. Oh, that's pretty grim. I thought this was a cartoon.
Sing for me.
Okay.
No cheese leggers in sight. Got a whiff of yeast, though.
Them thingies. And the item is even called them thingies. Here, the Moss Man. I am close now. The window opens, then shuts, then opens anew. Strange shapes slip through the threshold of that accursed house. Mirrors shatter but do not break. Visages still ever represent, ripping apart my mind with their ceaseless bray. The voice, oh, the voice, finally saying its name, the ray of infinite light shining upon me forevermore. The rest is covered with moss, ash, and ink blots. The fact that those lines there were improperly written in capitalized letter, I got a little bit confused there. Am I trapped in here? Is there a totally normal door here? The heck just happened? Oh. What was that? Everything just went poof as soon as I picked up the key.
Got an eldritch feeling about this.
Common Boja.
What in the absolute...
Silence! The dissonance! The song! Do you hear it?
No.
The unknown! It sings!
Yeah, I can sing too, but you won't like it.
Whoa! How'd I die? I died on that guy a few times, but that's because I mainly kept died from falling, because he literally, when he throws his bombs, he basically destroys all the surface area on the floor. So I figured the best thing I could do is just hide over here, because that apparently doesn't get destroyed. I died like 4 or 5 times. Maybe.
Here comes the law. Ludicrous speed. No looking back. Boy, these woods are real dark. Almost like dark wood.
A strange stick figure resembling a totem ready to conjure some crazy swamp witch stands as clear proof that the cult is active in the wetlands. Yet there's this itch at the back of my mind, a nagging sense that this is not the only place they haunt. Well, as the detective, it's your job to find out, right?
Rain from above. Have fun in whacking from above. Hail the chopper, see? Blasting away.
The heat's already here. Damn. I need to find a cheese this pronto. They're still throwing punches, even with the cops sticking to them like fleas on a rat's butt. You the boss here, fella?
I was. What?
All right, so who's the boss now?
It's man.
What do you mean?
Them prospects, you know? See, we did our gig for that red lining coffee. Yeah. Tossed them shrews out. Shove them. Somewhere out yonder. Then build some nice homes. Shops too for us. Yeah. I even threw in some cash to get the whole enterprise running. All we was after was the fondue business. But man, no. They don't fool us. Lie to us. I say, you goddamn cuyo.
Who lied? Talk to me.
Them cops. That sleazy's a science ball. Maybe Maybe someone else too, eh? Why we even get into moving them shrooms? I was just... I hoped... a nice home. White picket fence, you know? Glass, half full kind of thing. Everything was going fine. Route was clean. Straight through the depths. But then they sent them all.
Can you say that on record?
Oh, I'm done for, man. But you watch out now. He's coming.
Hey, stay with me. Help's on the way.
He's crazy. Out of control. Gonna deep fry every leg.
Rest in cheese, buddy.
Would you look at that? A scummy gumshoe knocking off swamp rat.
Scottish mouse.
That's nae against the law, mucker.
I stick around, I'm melted goods.
I'm a good job.
That way?
Chucky boy! Oh, come on. That's your swim, you wee shite.
Hey, you got a boat, dude. Why is the water acidic? Whoa.
What? A dog beastie? No way!
Persistent bastard. Let's see if there's anything worth taking. If there's still a him to take from.
Oh. I had to stay real focused on that. Aside from the orders to get rid of cheeseleggers, the notebooks got only two types entries, complaining about Egypt scientists leaving track through their boggen depths trail, and the cop's obsession over his weird craving for deep-fried crowdy from the hooded loonies at Mangia and Mangia, whatever that is.
This mess went deeper than a breadstick and hot mozzarella. It was time to wedge it into the rest of the puzzle.
Huh.
Now where's Corny?
Jack, you ever thought about retiring?
What's that?
Oh, you know, taking the girl somewhere far, far away. Or here's a thought. Finding a woman first, then taking Tammy, etc.
Good one.
I'm not joking.
No, Wanda, I had my fair share of sightseeing. Seen enough of the old world. My place is right here.
In Mouseburg, the real melting pot.
Yeah, crossed with the cesspool.
Same thing.
Yeah, but it's a familiar thing. You learn to suffer it. Besides, people need help.
People need help everywhere.
And I am here. There are other Jack Peppers out there, I'm sure of it.
Lords forbid.